Welcome to the Transparency Stars webinar for the Debt Obligations Transparency Star. This webinar is hosted by the Data Analysis and Transparency Division of the Texas Comptroller of Public Accounts and is the second in a series of webinars dedicated to instructing applicants about the criteria and the application process of the Comptroller's Transparency Stars program. Specifically, this video will cover the Debt Obligations Award application process. This webinar will cover the following items with regards to the Debt Obligations Transparency Star: general criteria for award submissions, guidelines for the Debt Obligations Star, the application process, and how to keep your award page in good standing. The Debt Obligations Star requires 6 areas of evaluation: a dedicated web page specific to the award, a narrative summary of the key data and information. This is usually done in table format, though a mixture of text and visuals is acceptable. At least 2 graphic representations of key information, which should be illustrative and clearly labeled. Any pertinent documentation for the award category, including audits, reports, bond election information, bids, and contracts for a period of the last 5 years. Downloadable data. This is interactive raw format information in Excel, CSV, or another tabular format. And lastly, any other pertinent information such as GASB statements, lookup tools, agreements, or other relevant information from the most recently completed fiscal year. House Bill 1378, passed in the 84th legislative session, requires public entities to post certain debt information online. The Transparency Stars program recognizes local governments who go beyond legislative requirements in this area by providing debt information in a variety of formats. Post a summary table or listing and a narrative overview of the following items: total outstanding debt obligations, tax-supported debt obligations expressed as total and per capita amounts, total revenue-supported debt obligations, total lease purchase or lease revenue obligations, and historical bond election information that includes date of election, purpose, and amount. These must all be for the most recently completed fiscal year, and they must be posted separately from audits and financial reports. You may want to include additional pieces of data that provide context reflective of standards or conventions particular to your entity type. You may use the optional debt obligation summary form to complete this section. It is available on our website on the Debt Obligations Guideline page in the Optional Tools sidebar. The data visualization should show a time trend for the last 5 years of total outstanding tax-supported and revenue-supported debt, and a time trend for the last 5 years showing inflation-adjusted tax-supported debt per capita, per student, or per user. You may wish to include explanations or subsets of these trends in the visualizations. You could also post additional visualizations that provide context reflective of standards or conventions particular to your entity type. See the sidebar on the Debt Obligations page of our website for templates you may choose to use to complete required visualizations. The visualizations must be posted on the page itself or linked directly and must be, like all the required information on the transparency page or section, easy to view and interpret. 3 types of documents need to be provided: the entity's most recently submitted local annual debt report, or a document created in compliance with Local Government Code 140.008. If your report has been submitted to and approved by the comptrollers via the local government reporting database, you can include the link instead. A document containing tax rates for the current fiscal year. This information can also be posted directly to the page. Finally, 1 or more links to debt information in previous years, adopted budgets dating back 5 fiscal years. Again, these must be posted separately from audits and annual financial reports. Make the following data available for download in a spreadsheet format to aid in researching your entity: a time trend for total outstanding tax-supported and revenue-supported debt going back at least 5 complete fiscal years, a issue-by-issue listing including the principal amount of each outstanding debt obligation. Your transparency site should also include the following: a link to the Texas Comptroller of Public Accounts Debt at a Glance tool, a link to the Bond Review Board's local government debt data, and finally, a statement regarding any upcoming bond elections that includes date, purpose, and amount. If there are no scheduled bond elections, please post language to that effect on the page. Once you have gathered the required documents and other materials, you will need to create your designated award page, then submit a web link to our office through the online application form. Once this is completed, you will be contacted by a member of our team with any needed revisions or additions to your application. This contact will be in email form. From there, your application will undergo an administrative review by our Transparency, Audit, and Enforcement divisions before final approval. Additional materials applicants may find useful are available on the Debt Obligations Star page on the right-hand side of the screen. These include a checklist, summary forms, and templates for both visualizations. These optional tools are meant to serve as supplemental assistance to the general guidelines. After you are awarded a Transparency Star, your page is subject to review by our analysts at any time to verify that you are keeping your award page up to the standards required by the Comptroller's Office. Your organization is ultimately responsible for keeping up with the guidelines and updating your page to remain in compliance. For questions or concerns regarding your application, please feel free to contact us by email at transparency.stars@cpa.texas.gov or by phone at 844-519-5676. You can also contact the Transparency Stars coordinator directly. Thank you very much for watching.